Hafidane, welcome back. Well, the Guam Department of Education is calling for nominations for Teacher of the Year. Joining me now are GDOE PIO Isa Baza and, of course, the 2018 Teacher of the Year, Jonah Gumataotao. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And Jonah, you are the Teacher of the Year, and tell me, how has your experience been?
The experience has been wonderful. It's been great, but I think it's also transformative. And to me, the real experience that matters is the one that happens within. So it's been really, meaningful and deep. I'm really trying to figure out who I am as a teacher, and I think just going through the program really helped me with that.
Now, I remember when you were selected. It was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Tell us a little bit about the emotions behind what it means to be Teacher of the Year. And I know you do teach at Johnston.
Yes, I do, home of the Pirates. So I remember the moment when I was selected. I really couldn't believe it. It just felt like a dream, It felt surreal, but at the same time, I felt really proud, of being able to represent my school, and more importantly, to be able to represent public education, Guam Department of Education. The experience has been meaningful to me because as a teacher, I think a lot of times, we work hard. We know what our students need. We know what our schools need. But through this program, I've actually finally just taken a step back and really evaluated my practices as a teacher, really analyzed what it is that I do and why I do it. And so it's through the whole process of, the selection process of Teacher of the Year that I really started to think about what's important, what matters, and what are the best practices that I believe in.
Sure. And speaking of the selection process, this is what is coming up right now. I know some fabulous teachers that I've met out in the field that work at GDOE. So Isa, can you tell us about the process?
Definitely. So the selection process is pretty grueling for the Teacher of the Year program, and so it can actually be a little bit intimidating, but it's a really great experience that, like Jonah said, will help teachers to kind of come to terms, understand what's really important to them as a teacher. And so we also want to really thank the Foundation for Public Education for assisting GDOE, throwing the Teacher of the Year event, sponsoring our toy for her travels off island. And so right now we have our nomination period that's open. And so up until February 1st, members of the community, parents, teachers, principals can all nominate a teacher in their community who they think should be a Teacher of the Year. And so it's very simple. You just log on to www.gdoe.net. We'll have the flyer up there on the front page, and it'll have a link to the nomination form. And you just email that to guamtoy2019@gdoe.net by February 1st.
Perfect. And I know we are getting a sense of what the qualifications are to be Teacher of the Year. What would you say, Jonah, in your own words, are the qualifications, and what do you need to have? Like, who are we looking for?
Well, my principal, Dr. Rebecca Perez from Johnston Middle School, she has really been influential to me. So she was the one that nominated me. But I believe any stakeholder, whether you're a parent, you're a student, if you feel that you know a teacher who is exemplary, shows these qualities, not just in the classroom, but also beyond the classroom, and if they're influential in the community, they impact the school. And more importantly, if it's someone you feel that could represent our profession and could represent our school, I think, I do encourage the community to represent someone out there. And those of you that have been nominated, the nomination is an honor in itself. And so I do encourage you to take it because it really allows you to grow professionally and also personally. Like I said, it's a deep down transformative experience.
Right, so. Definitely. I've seen you driving around there with the car. And I know, speaking of representation, you are representing the entire GDOE school system soon. Can you tell us briefly about that? That's an honor as well.
Okay, so I was told by the last year's Teacher of the Year, Mabel and Kanko, that the year is kind of a misnomer because you actually end up beginning your Teacher of the Year duties the subsequent year, the year after. So I'm beginning the national level Teacher of the Year. And so you will be asked to do a series of trips. And I know that the foundation, Teacher of the Year Foundation, has been great, and wonderful in supporting and honoring and celebrating the teachers with these, these gifts, and also being able to fund our trips and support us.
Definitely. So again, we just log on to the website, very simple. And